All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run. This is Burkhead. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Looking to throw. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now Burkhead, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. On the run, it's Burkhead. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run now with Burkhead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Stephon Anthony in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This is fielded at the 7. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now Ballage. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. First carry for Frank Gore, the newest and oldest Dolphin. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now it's Tannehill. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Tannehill on first down. And Stills over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They run it with Balazs. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. On the toss, here's Balazs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Tannehill now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run here with Balaj. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Tannehill drops it underneath to Gore. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. It's complete. Stills. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Tannehill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit, Green, 39. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. Detroit, 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 Detroit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hogan. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Lucky 56. Hot. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Now the short yardage man, Burkhead. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Balaj looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now your field goal...
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Edelman was the intended target. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Time to establish the run game. It's Gore. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Matt Hawk now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air it out left for Dor. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The Dolphins getting set to go here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Tannehill now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he gets it down to the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Michel on the counter. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A give. This is Michel. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Quick.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Toss play to Balaj. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue landed! Blue landed! Gone! Over!
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gore. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Miami, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.